What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Denzel Martyr back with another video. You already know. And this video is just me feeling like vlogging, feeling like giving y'all just a random topic and just talk about it, just to get a little bit of stress off of myself, but also give some encouragement to somebody else. And as you can see from the title, we'll be talking about purpose. What is your purpose? So before we get started, you already know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. It's a button right in this corner that I'm pointing to. I need you to hit that. Yep. That's it. Yep. Now y'all probably like, Denzel, why we always gotta hit the subscribe button? Because when you hit that subscribe button, you already be tuned in anytime I drop a new video. And once you hit that subscribe button, go ahead and smack that bell so you'll be notified every time I drop a new one. Let's get to it. And pretty much what purpose is the reason for which something is done or created, for which something exists. Person's sense of resolve or determination. For me, I try to live a purpose-driven life. Before I knew what my purpose was in life, I used to just do whatever just came natural, just pretty much running through life with my head down, just whatever was pleasing to me, whatever made me happy, that's what I did. Being a believer in Christ, you gotta understand, nothing is by happenstance, nothing is by coincidence. We weren't created to just run amok. We weren't created to just run astray. We weren't created just to be living as recklessly as we want to be. We're created with a specific assignment. And until you know what that assignment is, you have to seek every single day to be better, to do better, to live better. Once you get the understanding of what your purpose is, what your assignment to life is, then that's when you'll be able to live on purpose. For me, I thought my music was always my purpose. I always thought just being a rapper was all I was good at. And for like a long time, I struggled with my creativity because I felt like, well, I guess the only gift I have in life is just to be able to write songs and write poetry and stuff like that. But just through good leadership and people who really love me, I found out that I have more talents than just that one thing that I thought I had and what I thought I was just made for. I was made for so much more. Just like all of you, I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all feel like y'all are maybe one-trick ponies, or maybe you know a couple different skills, or have a couple different gifts here and there, and you may feel like that's all that you have to contribute to the world. But it's not true about you either. Just like it wasn't true about me, it's not true about you. We all created to do more. We all created to do a lot of things, and our strongest muscle is this one right here. Like, you can hit the gym multiple times, get your body together, but it's this muscle right here that needs the most work. It needs the most exercise. It needs the most training. And that was one thing I never understood. Like, I used to say, I hate reading books, I hate watching documentaries, I hate learning different things. I used to be that way. I used to be real lazy, I would keep myself to only the things that I liked. But it isn't until that you actually start expanding your mind, expanding your horizons, and trying new things that you get new experiences, and you find out you actually like these things. Like this past year, in 2018, I actually went to my first jazz concert by myself, and I actually loved it. Went there, enjoyed it, took a bunch of videos, was really inspired. And I love the saxophone. If I could play any instrument in the world, I would choose to play the saxophone. But if I never listened to any type of music like that, I would have never known that I like jazz. Kind of like playing sports. Some people don't even know that they like certain sports until they actually play it. If you never played golf, how would you know if you liked it or not? Or if you never made a three-point shot, how would you know that you love the sport of basketball? But really, all I'm saying is we have to live on purpose. We have a purpose, we have to live on purpose. Because we're called to do so much. As Christians, we're called to go and make disciples in the world. Jesus, he went to many different cities, many different countries. He never stopped. He kept going. And that was his purpose in life. His purpose in life was to save as many as he could, to heal as many as he could, to bring as many as he could back into the fold and back into the love of God. So we're expected to do no less, but it just looks different for us. For the word says that we'll do greater works than Jesus did. And the reason why it says that is because the times have changed. Times are going to ever change. Look how I'm talking to you right now. I'm talking to you by way of the internet. But maybe 30, 40 years ago, there was no YouTube. There was no social media platforms. There was no way to talk to multiple people in this sort of fashion besides just being right there in front of them. And so with the wave of new technology and everything like that, like going and making disciples as a Christian is going to look very different, and it may be greater. We may reach way more people than what Jesus did. But that's the mission, and we shouldn't be afraid to do it. And I bring this topic up late because lately I've been feeling like, where I'm at in my life as far as the military, sometimes I can't go out and do the things that I want to do. Sometimes I can't live my purpose to the fullest extent. But who knows, maybe that's a good thing for the moment. Maybe it's just not meant for me to be able to get out there. But at the same time, I feel like I gotta get out as much creative things as possible. Like, I'm a creative person. I love doing different things. I love to write. I love to read. I love to do these videos like this right now. But these are things that I had to grow into, and I had to find out that I love these things. It's an art form. It's a way of art. It's a way of life. It's my testimony. It's my story. The way that I present the gospel to you may not be the same as somebody else. The way I tell my story about the military won't be like anybody else who's in the military. These are my experiences, and just like they're mine, you have yours. You have to be able to, you got to find out what your purpose is in life. You got to find out how to let your light shine. And don't be afraid to shine. Don't be afraid to glimmer. Don't be afraid to glisten. Don't be afraid to illuminate, because in life, we all have a purpose. We all gotta have a determination. We gotta have a drive. We gotta have something that's pushing us. We gotta have an end goal, something that we're trying to achieve. There's going to be struggle. There's going to be setbacks. There's going to be obstacles, but it's all a part of the journey. That's what makes the race even all the sweeter. Like if you just winning all the time, then what do you get out of that? There's no joy in it. If you've beaten the competition over and over again, there's no joy in that. It's going to get boring to you. You're not going to want to do it anymore. But what you don't realize is the opposition that you may be facing in this current time, that's what's going to build up that determination. That's what's going to build up the hunger on the inside of you. That's what's going to build you and make you a stronger warrior for whatever it is that you're trying to go and do with your life. It's all about your purpose, and how you train for your purpose is you got to practice whatever it is that you are called to do over and over and over and over again. I can't tell you how many songs I've written. I can't tell you how many times I've driven. I can't tell you how many books I've read throughout my life. I can't tell you how many times I've had a dream. I've had an idea. What I can tell you is I know my purpose. I know what I want, I know where I'm going, and I know who I am. And I'm not going to stop no less or no shorter than that. And the same thing should go for you. This has been very therapeutic, man, because I feel like sometimes, I just can't get these thoughts out. I can't go and say these things to just any average person. It got to be somebody who's going through the same thing that I'm going through, who would be able to understand it. And I hope, somebody who's watching this, I hope you understand. I hope you feel the same way I feel. It's your time to come out that cocoon. I lived so many years where I never knew what my purpose was. I never knew what my gift to life was. And then it wasn't until my 26th birthday, the switch clicked, and I finally was like, you know what? I gotta get moving. I gotta finish this assignment. I gotta finish this idea. I gotta make this dream a reality. I gotta get out here. I gotta make the movements. I gotta talk to the people. I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta present the gospel, because that's my purpose. My purpose to make disciples, but make it look, but it's going to look so much different from what anybody else will. And that's about it, man. That's all I gotta say, man. It's all about your purpose. What is your purpose? How do you figure out? I'll say some tips to figure out what your purpose is. Think about what you really like. Think about what interests you. Think about a problem that may be in your area, or in your family, or in your personal life. Figure out how you can come up with a proper solution for it. Or go be a thrill seeker. Go out, do things that you've never done before. Explore, dip and dabble, and maybe you'll find whatever it is that brings you the most joy and happiness. And you'll find out that sometimes whatever it is, it won't feel like work if you love it. But that's all I got, YouTube. This has been my first vlog. I hope y'all like it. I've always been nervous to do vlogs and stuff like that, but I think this one was pretty good, just talking about purpose. So I urge y'all to get up, get out, go find what your purpose is in life. Go figure out what it is you've been called to do, you've been assigned to do, and just do it, man. This is like Nike say, just do it. But until the next vlog, it's been real, y'all. You know what it is. I love y'all. God bless y'all. Like, share, comment below, and you know what to do. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button. ring that bell so you're notified every time I drop a new video. And I'll see you next time. Love y'all. God bless.